Everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Hello everybody, and another side, and this is just a trial. How are you all doing? Good. Just checking. This is like my 5th try of checking the angle. Hi babies, how are you? So I think without any further ado, we should get started with the video already because it's gonna be a long one. How do I know it? That it's gonna be a long one. Let me share with you an incident that happened just yesterday. Okay, again I was checking. Oh god. Hello everybody. How are you all doing? I hope you're doing good. And welcome back to my channel after a very long time. No, it's not that hot in Italy right now, but I am feeling cold because I have cold. So yeah. So yes, it is finally time for the video that I promised would make it up on my channel. How to get your Italian visa in like one go, and how to just pro your visa application. So that is what I am going to tell you in this video. So here's something that happened yesterday. I attempted to shoot this video yesterday, and it was a 40-minute long video, and I just thought, no, this is not gonna work because you guys are definitely not gonna suffer for 40 long minutes. So here's what I'm gonna do. I am shooting the video again, which is this. So we're gonna talk about it fast. We're gonna make points clear. We're not gonna talk extra stuff in this video, just business. Yeah, we're gonna talk business today. By the time I am opening all my files to help you guys, I should tell you that to book an appointment for the visa application process, you need to register yourself on the VFS Global website. You can find that easily, and since you're about to move to abroad, it should be a piece of cake for you, registering on a website and signing up, and then you regularly would have to look for appointments, because I remember during my time I had to look for like appointments on a regular basis. It took me 10 to 12 attempts to actually book my appointment, because every time I used to select a date, first it was very difficult to find a date, and then I would find a date, I would fill the form and move to the last step, and the slots are over suddenly, so I could not just go further. So yeah, you have to check regularly. In case of Italy, I think it's a problem because the appointments don't open or whatever. That's the embassy shit you're gonna go through, embassy stuff you're gonna go through. And yeah, some things that I'd like to tell you, which are very important for your visa application form, which from my experience are the deciding factors. Those are going to be your financial documents and your cover letters, okay? And that your documents are not fake, they are purely legit, and that since we are talking student visa here, long-term visa that I'm going to explain later, and that you're going to be an asset to the university in their country and to their nation, that you're a good student. So basically good educational documents would help too. So basically everything, right? Yeah. I am going to open my checklist. My heart is beating very faster because I don't know how I'm going to complete this video, and like we're going to give ourselves a time of 20 minutes and we're going to talk it all out, okay? And then I might edit a short in the video, okay? So we're going to talk about the long-term visa application. Long-term visa, you're going to apply for the long-term visa. What is a long-term visa? For students who are going to study or stay more than 90 days in the Schengen area, which is in your case Italy. I am here to spend 1 semester of my student exchange program Erasmus. That's going to be like 180 days approx. Obviously I needed to apply for the long-term visa, and students who would be going for masters or full degree courses, they would need to apply for the long-term visa. And you have to be present physically at the VFS Global office. There's no way you can do all this through an agent app submission, so that doesn't work. So I would strongly recommend you guys to not to go for an agent, but do this all by yourself and start prepping like at least a month before, you know, your intended appointment date, so that you are not lagging behind on any of the dates. And you know, it's always good to keep a window for yourself so that you don't panic. So I have got the checklist and we should get started on the checklist now. We are going to talk about everything you're going to need in that folder that you're going to carry to the VFS Global office, you know, so that you don't miss out on anything. Basically everything I took with myself, okay? Yeah, so let's talk about it. First is the passport. Now it says that your passport should be issued within the previous 10 years and the validity must not exceed 10 years, which in Indian passports it doesn't, but if you have an exception, you gotta check that. Okay, at least have a validity of 3 months after the intended stay and have at least 2 blank pages. I would always recommend you to have at least more than 2 blank pages, because my 2 blank pages have already been covered by one, the visa thing, and then the immigration stamps when I was coming from India to Italy. So while returning, they won't have any page if you have just 2 blank pages. So I would always recommend you to have at least more than 2 blank pages. Okay, so passport done. Now we're going to talk about the visa application form. In your case, for you're going to study for more than 90 days, you need to apply for the long-term D visa. So you need to have that long-term D form. I did fill up that form, but when I went to the VFS office for my appointment, on my appointment date, she was like, this is not the correct form, you have to fill that up again. So I just took a form which was free of cost and just fill up the details, and that was it. So you don't need to worry about the form at all. You should know what to fill and where to fill. Those are basic details they've asked you. Your name, surname, your sponsors, who's going to sponsor your education, you or your parents. And in this case, it is only you or your parents. No other relative or acquaintance can sponsor your education. Fine. Visa application form done. And then we talk about the passport size photos. I will put in the specifications for the photo you need to have for the passport. So yeah, that's it. And I would recommend you to carry more than like at least 5 photos with you, just to be on the safe side. And they required around 3, I don't know, 2-3 photos, I don't remember exactly, but it's safe to carry around, you know, 8 to 10 photos, fine, just to be on the safer side. Passport done, visa application form done, passport photos done. So no, we're gonna talk about the acceptance of enrollment by the Italian school or institution, stating the duration of the course. So it is basically the acceptance letter or the admission letter you've received from your university, which is stating the duration of the course, that this so-and-so student is coming to read under this department from this to this particular date. You know, they know it that you would need this for the visa application form, so don't worry about it. This is something that is to be done by the university, so you don't need to worry about anything, but just that you need to be alert on your mails and check them out regularly in case of any important announcement or notification. Fine, done. So it includes your admission letter, then the pre-enrollment certificate, which after you receive your admission letter, the university sends you a mail. That's a portal of University, and you have to fill your details, and they just send your enrollment details to your embassy assigned. In my case, it was New Delhi embassy, because I am from Jammu and Kashmir, and you have to check that out according to your regions, for which embassy category you fall into, fine, according to your state. So you might fall into Kolkata embassy or embassy of Mumbai, so you have to check that out. Okay, it's available on the VFS Global website. You just write thing on Google and it'll come out, fine. Okay, so done. Now we're going to talk about the education certificates duly apostilled by Ministry of External Affairs. When we talk about the education certificate apostilled and attested, this is the final degree certificate we are talking about. Since I am pursuing 7th semester of my graduation, in my case the final degree certificate was 12th, because I'm an undergraduate right now, you know, I'm pursuing BTech, so it's 7th semester of my BTech. So my final degree was class 12. So I had the CBSC degree, so I did not know where to get that apostille, not apostille, attested HRD attestation by Delhi or Jammu. So I went to Jammu DC office and I told them this is get to be done by the education department. They were like, no, we do it every day, and they just forwarded my degree to the home department, where you usually get your documents like birth certificates or marriage certificates attested. So it was my education degree being attested by the home department. I don't know what do the officers in Jammu go through in their minds. If possible, I would make a separate video out of this for what shit I went through while getting my degree attested in Jammu. So I would always recommend you to be prepared in advance and avoid that thing if possible, because since it was a CBSE degree 12th, I got it printed from DigiLocker. So in that case, I did not need any HRD attestation to be done by the education department Jammu. And then I got it apostille from the Ministry of External Affairs in Delhi. I did not do it all by myself. I had some agency, some person. I got his contact from somewhere, and I would love to share his contact details in my description because he was very helpful. It just costed me around 1500 bucks, 1500 rupees to get my document attested, not attested, apostilled. He just took out my degree from the DigiLocker. I remember in 2019 when I passed out from class 12, DigiLocker was introduced. So I think if your class 12th degree is before 2019, there might be a chance that you won't be able to get it from DigiLocker. I don't know, you might try, okay? Otherwise, you would have to go to the education department of your state and get your degree verified. Fine. And if it's Jammu, it's gonna be shit hard for you. Yeah. So yeah, that's done in getting your 12th. And if it's your college degree, then you have to, contact your college department principal, and then your university, and then higher education department. Then your degree goes to the higher education department and it gets attested. So it's a long process. That's why I'm telling you to start your visa application process like 1 to 2 months prior, okay? Because this HRD, these documents attestation will take a longer and longer time if you don't have any contacts in the department. You know what am I talking about, okay? So yep, done education. Now if you guys bumped into this video and decided to open it just for the sake of DOV or CIMEA certificate, let me tell you, I did not need it because it was student exchange program. So I might not be able to help you with that. I mean, I have friends who went through the DOV process, so I could talk to them and put that thing at the end of the video, or make a video later about it, DOVs. So if that's something you came here for, you can say goodbye. And it was mentioned in my pre-enrollment form that DOV is not required. Fine. Okay. So now we're going to talk about the most important thing, that is the financial proof. So when you enter into a European country, the Schengen area, in our case Italy, they need you to show a financial proof of not less than, listen to me, not less than 6,079.45 euros per year, or 506.95 euros per month. Okay, so if you talk about my case, it was 180 days and 6 months. I had to show like 3,000 to 4,000 of euros in my bank accounts, and then you have to get the bank statements signed by your branch manager. So they actually need to see an amount of 3 to 4 lakhs of transaction amount, according to my research. I would always advise you to not go for 6 months bank statement, even if it's written in the checklist. You always go for more than 6 months, at least a year, okay? That is only gonna make your application look more strong as well, but then more accepting, Then you have to get income tax returns for the last 3 years, your parents might be able to help you in that case, because that is something my parents did for me. So I don't have any knowledge where do you get it, or I think you can get it from the bank too, or some CA of the family, like CA who handle our accounts and all, so they got it from him. Okay. And then the affidavit of sponsorships. In my case, my parents are the sponsors because I'm not earning, apparently I'm unemployed. Parents acted as a sponsor, but I did show my one of my bank accounts. It's okay, you can go with your and your parents' money too, like both of them. So affidavit of sponsorships are basically, you can get it done by your nearby tehsil or any lawyer, just with the stamp and his sign and the sign of your sponsor stating that I, so and so, mother of Ananya Gupta, I'm going to sponsor her education. The whole time she'll be in Italy, okay? And I have the required assets and the financial amount in my bank accounts, okay? So this is something you need to write. You need to give the format to the person typing or making the affidavit of sponsorship, because he might not know, which was in our case, what to write exactly. So go for that, okay? Then the sponsors IDs, I submitted my parents' PAN card and passport copies, not originals, copies. And then income certificate, I submitted family income certificate. And then the FDs and the bank account certificates are something that you need to get from your bank, stating that so and so person has this account in our bank account number and the amount of money that has, and it has to be signed by your bank manager. Fine. And in case of loan, in case you're applying for a loan, you need to submit the required documents. Fine. So financial proof, we talked about the particular amount that you need to showcase. If we talk about 3,000 euros, for example, I showed 3,200 euros as the liquid money. I'm not talking about the fixed deposits, as the liquid money. So that was around 2,60,000. Okay, but I would always recommend you to go, like in my case it was required 2,60,000, so I would always recommend you to show around 4 to 5 lakhs. It will be more than enough. You could go as much as more as you want, you won't be in trouble. But if you go for less amount of money, you are definitely going to be in trouble in the case that your visa might get rejected. Okay, so it's always better to show more and more money in this case. Yeah, exception in India, I know. And then we talk about the health insurance for at least 30,000 euros with the repatriation clause. Now, what is the repatriation clause? It's that if you by chance die in a foreign country, the insurance company will come and collect your body and make sure that your body reaches safely in your home country. Okay, that's the clause that you need to make sure it is mentioned there. So I bought my policy insurance from Bajaj Alliance, or you can buy it from anywhere, you know. And for 180 days it costed me around 4,500 bucks, I guess, around the range of 4,500. I don't remember exactly. So health insurance terms of financial proof, I get distracted. So financial proof, we talked about the amount of money. Then we talk about the signed bank statements, which I'm telling you to, it should be more than 1 year at least. And then ITRs, income tax returns for the last 3 years, definitely. Affidavit of sponsorships, sponsors IDs, income certificate, loan statements, and FDs, and bank accounts certificates. Okay. And then we talk about the air ticket and the accommodation proof. If you're planning to, go and find an apartment there and not book in advance, you can always go for the booking.com. You can always go for the booking.com reservation. You don't have to pay any amount, you just have to book. That will work. And the air ticket, I use the dummy tickets because I wasn't sure, what if my visa gets rejected, so I did not want to go for loss of like 50,000 bucks. So yes, I recommend you to go for either dummy tickets or refundable tickets. In any case, I am not intending you to buy dummy documents. I don't mean you submit the fake documents. You should have the itinerary in mind for how you're going to travel, which is what visa offices look for in the application. Fine. So air ticket and accommodation proof, I got this done from an agent in Mumbai. Believe me, these are verifiable. It costed me again around $1,500 for both accommodation proof and air ticket. They did give me a verifiable PNR of the air ticket, so it was all legit. It was not fake. Okay, there's a difference between dummy and fake. So I'll mention their contact details or name of the agent that I got this done from in Jammu. Okay, you can see in the description. So air ticket and accommodation proof only, I got that done from the agent, nothing else. Okay, and then in additional documents, I submitted my CV, my recommendation letters, which I received from my professors to get admitted into the University of Naples in Italy, and then my previous semester DMC's detailed mark certificates to just show them that I will be an asset to the institution in their country and that I am a good student and an obedient student, and just to show them an idea of my GPA and my grade points. Fine. Yeah. So I think we are pretty much done. We're just left with the cover letter. So the cover letter is something that just adds to your visa application, and it has to be strong, it has to be personal. Before strong, it has to be personal. So you're going to write about the duration of your course, why did you choose Italy, why did you choose that particular institution, what is your motive of going there, and when are you coming back to India. The visa officers need to make sure that you won't extend your stay there as an illegal immigrant and that you'll be back to your country. Okay, so that is something you're going to show them. You're going to mention your duration of the stay, you're going to mention why of all your stuff, you're going to give them a peek into your educational background, and then you're going to talk about your itinerary for how you will be traveling. You're going to talk about the accommodation proof, you're going to talk about the health insurance. So basically a gist of everything that you're submitting. Okay, yeah. And then the financial cover letter I submitted, it is not mentioned in any of the checklist, but I did submit because it gets easy for them to make out the amount of money you're showcasing. So basically, what is the financial cover letter? It is addressed to the Honorable Visa Officer, Embassy of New Delhi. And what is mentioned in the financial cover letter, I wrote like father, then I made a table mentioning his accounts, account number and the amount of money, then mother, and then self doing the same, and then the amount of liquid money in euros according to the exchange price as of that date. Just mention the date, like 1 euro is equals to 80 rupees as on this, and according to that the liquid money would be rupees this is equals to this in euros, you know, like that. Yeah, make it simpler for them. Basically you need to summarize your amount of liquid money and then amount of fixed deposits, and you can always write like note fixed deposit can be converted into liquid money anytime as per need. Okay, so that's all that you need, and then you need to put in a list of the documents you're submitting, like your PAN card copies, your parents' PAN card copies, your passport copies, your bank statements, your everything, ITRs, financial proofs, income certificates and everything. And that you do need, and also I think I forgot to mention this, in your personal covering letter you do need to mention about your sponsors, that your father is into this business or into this field, like what is the source of income, you need to mention. I think we are almost done, and I think we crossed more than 20 minutes already. So I hope I made stuff clear, and if you have any kind of queries, just make sure to write them down in the comment section. And if I think it's a valid question, any questions are valid questions, there's no stupid questions, but yeah, only relating to the visa application, if you ask, I'll make sure to reply to each and every comment. I will see if I can paste my cover letter and financial cover letter in the description. I'll see if I can do that, filtering out my details for sure. So yes, personal covering letter, I don't know if I will put it not now, something personal to you, you know. So yeah, I'll see about it. So I hope this answers all your queries, and your visa application will be strong enough by watching my video. And thank you so much for watching. Make sure you share this video to everybody who is applying to the Schengen area or to Italy in the coming future or is planning to do so. Yes, thank you so much for watching. I will take your leave now and I will see you soon in my next video. So far I'm having fun in Italy. You should know it. I went to a pizza class and we made our own pizzas, and I'm falling in love with the Neapolitan pizzas for sure. They're no more a bland food for me. I'm loving it. The tomatoes in Italy, oof, delicious. Indian tomatoes are no good, I tell you. Italian tomatoes are like next level. You can eat them raw. They're that delicious. Okay, that delicious. Okay, so yes, thank you so much for watching. Make sure to subscribe to my channel. That helps me a lot and actually motivates me to make these kind of videos that could help you out. Okay, so thank you so much. I will soon be up with my student exchange video for how did I land into Italy and this all about the student exchange program. Okay, so bye, see you soon, love you, and thanks for watching again. Bye guys. I forgot to mention that after you go for the appointment at the VFS Global office, you pay them around 5 to 6,000 bucks or less, so be ready for that. I prefer you carry cash because that's then you don't have to stand in the queue because their card machines are sometimes very inconvenient. Then you receive the courier, that the passport with the visa application and the admission letter attached and signed by the embassy to your home. And in case you receive a message that you have to come to the office VFS Global and collect your passport, that means your visa has been rejected. And in case you receive your passport at your home, that means your visa has been accepted and you just got lucky there. So yeah, I thought I forgot to mention all of this, and I do have some videos of me when I had my appointment date, so I'll make sure to add in those into this vlog, not vlog, into this video. So I traveled with my dad to Delhi during my appointment, so yeah, you have to bear those videos because I had made them for the YouTube. Okay, bye, good night. Tomorrow is Diwali. Happy Diwali, guys. क्या हुआ उधर? So yes, this is the room. This area you cannot see. Okay, the bag. Oh my god, the towels. This is a coffee cabinet, very useful for Papa. The closet area, which is really fancy by the way, for such a short space. And this is my favorite part. Yep, the mirror. And now the washroom. We have already used the washroom, so I don't think so. The basic toiletries and the shower area. So yeah, the property is, I mean, we really like the property. Alright, I think that is pretty much it for this video, the room tour video. Bye-bye. That's it. Yeah. That's it. Okay. This baby from Cheesecake and Co is here. Cute packaging.